Ever felt like someone might be taking advantage of you? Let's uncover the hidden signs through the lens of Stoic philosophy. Hey there, ever wondered what Stoicism is all about? Imagine this. It's like having a superpower that helps you stay calm and collected no matter what life throws at you. Stoicism is an ancient philosophy that started way back in ancient Greece and Rome, with cool philosophers like Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius leading the way. But here's the thing, Stoicism isn't just some old dusty idea. It's super relevant today, especially when it comes to understanding our relationships and how power dynamics play out. You know how sometimes it feels like people are trying to use you or take advantage of your kindness? Well, Stoic philosophy gives us the tools to see through those sneaky tactics and stand strong. So let's dive in and see how Stoicism can help us navigate the tricky world of friendships and relationships. Hey there, have you ever noticed when someone showers you with compliments and it feels just a bit too much, like they're pouring syrup all over your pancakes? Well, that's what we call flattery overload. It might seem nice at first, but sometimes it's a sneaky way to get on your good side for their own benefit. Let's break it down with a little Stoic insight. So what is flattery really? Imagine a time when someone complimented you nonstop, maybe about your style or how you're the smartest in the group. At first, it feels awesome, like you're the star of your own superhero movie. But then you start to think, are they being real with me? Stoics, those wise old philosophers from ancient Greece and Rome, believed in seeing things as they truly are. They would say flattery can be a mask for manipulation, like trying to butter you up before asking for a huge favor. Let's dive into a story. Picture Julius Caesar, a big name from history. People around him used flattery like a ticket to get what they wanted. They'd say things like, "Oh, mighty Caesar, you're the greatest leader ever." Sounds nice, right? But they were just trying to gain his favor. The lesson here? Not everyone who flatters you wants what's best for you. So, how do we deal with this using a Stoic mindset? First, recognize when compliments feel fake. If someone's words seem too sugary, think about what they might want in return. Next, remember the Stoic idea of focusing on what you can control, like your reaction. Thank them politely, but don't let it cloud your judgment. Keep your feet on the ground and your eyes open. This way, you can spot when someone's trying to use you and stay true to yourself. In the world of social media, think of it like filtering comments. Not every like or compliment is genuine. By practicing these Stoic tips, you can navigate through all the noise and keep your inner peace. Let's move on to the next sign. Alright, imagine this. You're always the one giving your time, energy, or even your favorite snacks to a friend. But when it's time for them to return the favor, they're suddenly busier than a celebrity at a meet and greet. Sound familiar? Let's dive into why this happens and how Stoicism can help you spot and handle these one-sided sacrifices. So here's the deal. Relationships, whether they're with friends, family, or even that study buddy you just met, should be like a fair game of ping pong. You give, they give back. But when you notice that you're the only one making the serves, it's time to pause and think. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that's like a wise old mentor, teaches us to value our time and energy. It helps us see the imbalance in relationships where you feel like a vending machine, always giving out and never getting a refill. Let's break it down with a modern example. Say you're part of a group project, and you're doing all the work while others are just coasting by. Frustrating, right? This is exactly what one-sided sacrifices look like. It can leave you feeling drained, and maybe even a little resentful. Here's where Stoic principles come in handy. Stoicism reminds us to focus on what we can control. You can't control others' actions, but you can set boundaries. Start by having an open conversation about the effort and contributions. If things don't change, it might be time to reassess the relationship or situation. Remember, it's okay to prioritize yourself and ensure there's a balance. So next time you find yourself in a one-sided sacrifice scenario, channel your inner Stoic. Recognize the imbalance, address it calmly, and make sure you're not the only one playing the game. Balance is key, and with a Stoic mindset, you can create fair and healthy relationships that are all about mutual respect and support. Alright, let's dive into something a lot of us have experienced, but maybe didn't have a name for: emotional manipulation. You know those times when someone makes you feel guilty or tries to control you through your feelings? Yeah, that's emotional manipulation in action. Imagine this. You're hanging out with a friend who always seems to make you feel bad if you can't hang out because you have homework or family stuff. They might say something like, "Oh, I guess I'm not as important as your other plans," leaving you feeling all kinds of guilty. That's a classic guilt-tripping move. Here's the thing, emotions are powerful. They can push us to make choices that aren't always in our best interest. Some people use this to their advantage, twisting your feelings to get what they want. But there's good news. Stoic philosophy has some amazing tricks to help you stay in control. The Stoics believe that our emotions are like the weather, sometimes stormy, sometimes calm. What's important is how we react to them. Instead of letting someone else's stormy weather ruin your day, you can choose how to respond. A great Stoic technique is to pause and take a deep breath. Ask yourself, is this emotion based on reality, or is someone trying to manipulate how I feel? A famous example comes from the life of Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor. He faced a lot of political pressure and emotional manipulation, but he stayed grounded by reminding himself of what he could control: his own mind and actions. So next time you feel like someone's pulling your emotional strings, remember, you have the power to decide how you react. By maintaining your emotional independence, you can break free from manipulation and live a life that's true to you. Alright, let's dive into another sign that someone might be using you, and that's a lack of reciprocity. Now, reciprocity is just a fancy way of saying give and take. Imagine you're in a friendship or maybe a group project, and it feels like you're the one always pulling the weight, doing the chores, or being there for advice, but when you need a hand, crickets. Nothing. This isn't just annoying, it's a red flag. Think of it like this. If relationships were a TikTok duet, both sides should be contributing, right? But if you're the only one singing and dancing, something's off. So why is reciprocity so important? Well, it's what keeps any relationship balanced and fair. In the ancient world, societies thrived on this idea. People would exchange goods, services, and support in ways that benefited everyone involved. If you help someone today, you could count on them having your back tomorrow. But what happens when there's no reciprocity? It can lead to resentment and feeling undervalued, like you're just a means to an end for the other person. Now, how do we tackle this with a Stoic mindset? First, recognize the imbalance without anger or frustration. The Stoics teach us to approach situations rationally. Ask yourself, is this relationship genuinely supportive, or am I being taken for granted? Then, gently address the issue. Communicate your feelings and set clear boundaries. Remember, it's okay to expect a fair exchange in any relationship. Ultimately, using Stoic strategies here isn't just about avoiding being used. It's about fostering relationships where mutual respect is the norm. This way, you're not just protecting yourself, but also encouraging more meaningful connections. So next time you feel the scales tipping, take a step back and consider how you can bring balance back into play. Hey there! So let's dive into something that might sound all too familiar: conditional kindness. You know, it's when someone seems super nice, but there's always a catch. Imagine you're hanging out with a friend who offers you their math notes only if you promise to lend them your new video game. Or maybe someone is always ready to help you with your homework, but expects you to buy them lunch every time. This kind of kindness isn't genuine, it's got strings attached. In the world of Stoicism, which is like this ancient philosophy that helps us live better lives, there's a big emphasis on being sincere and true to our intentions. The Stoics believed in offering kindness freely, without expecting anything in return. Think of it like being a hero in your favorite video game who helps out others just because it's the right thing to do, not because they're looking for a reward. To spot conditional kindness, ask yourself, does this person only help me out when they need something, or do they genuinely care? Once you see this pattern, it's essential to protect your own boundaries. You don't have to return every favor with something of equal value. Instead, be clear about your intentions and express gratitude, but also make sure you're not being taken for a ride. By understanding this, you can learn to cultivate kindness in your life that is genuine and unconditional. So next time someone does something nice for you, think about whether they're doing it out of true friendship or if there's a hidden agenda. And remember, being a good friend means being there for others, not just when there's something in it for you. So let's strive to be like those wise Stoics and offer kindness because it's the right thing to do, not because we're expecting something in return. It's a game changer for building trust and authenticity in your relationships. Alright, so let's wrap this up. Today, we dive deep into the world of Stoic philosophy, uncovering 5 hidden signs that someone might be using you. We started by exploring how flattery can sometimes be more than just a compliment. It's often a tool for manipulation. Remember that story about the historical figure who used flattery to get ahead? It's a classic example of how people might try to win us over with insincere praise, but with a Stoic mindset, we can see through it and respond wisely. Next up, we talked about one-sided sacrifices. In any healthy relationship, whether it's with a friend or a family member, there should be a give and take. But if you're always the one giving, it's time to draw some boundaries, Stoic style. Emotional manipulation was our third sign. Those guilt trips and emotional blackmails are no match for someone equipped with Stoic techniques to maintain their peace. Then we discussed the lack of reciprocity. Every relationship should have a balance of mutual support. If it's missing, it's a red flag. And finally, we tackled conditional kindness, where acts of kindness come with strings attached. By embracing Stoic wisdom, we can cultivate genuine, unconditional kindness and trust. So why does all this matter? Because recognizing these signs helps us transform manipulative relationships into ones that are more balanced and authentic. With the power of Stoic philosophy, we can navigate through life with clarity and confidence, making sure that our relationships are based on mutual respect and understanding. Thanks for sticking around, and remember, you've got the power to shape your relationships wisely.